Hello matey, you alright? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be turning Grenade in the Gravy by Thedooo and friends into a metal song. First it was getting the BPM and the time signature correct, which very thankfully they showed in the video. Next I set up the guitars, where I got a dual rectifier, I added in a metal zone, and added in a little bit of EQ as well to fix up the mids. Sure, that works, why not? I then went about getting the guitars done for the intro, which was fairly easy because it was just a 4-chord progression. I then moved on to the verse. Then the pre-chorus. The chorus. And then finally the little solo bit that they do after the chorus. I then went about doubling up all the guitars. Next up was the drums, and for the intro I decided to do no kicks or no snares, and just keep it with hats and cymbals, only because in the original song they don't have, they have like claps I think, during this section. I think that could work. Then I put in a fill just before the verse. For the verse I kept it very simple, with the drums just like it was in the original song, where it's just a kick, snare, kick, snare. After I then started playing around with the kick pattern a little bit just to see what I liked, I'm thinking. Yeah, why not? I then started adding in the cymbals. And there was this bit in the middle that I was trying to work on, and it really annoyed me because I couldn't figure out just what I wanted to do, but I did figure it out in the end. Then I moved on to the drums during the pre-chorus. This section of the song is a little bit more quieter dynamically, so I thought I would bring it back just to the cymbals like in the intro. Next, I moved on to the chorus. I decided to do the kicks and the snares first, just to get that sorted. Next, I moved on to getting the basics of the cymbals done. Next I decided to throw in some little accents to make it sound a bit more interesting and busy. Next I moved on to the solo section for the drums. That was really simple, I just did a kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare. Next, it was time to move on to the bass. I started out with a slapped bass just for the intro because I thought it sounded better and more like the original song. Luckily, they put in the exact notes they used in the video, so it was very easy to put in. Next, I moved on to the little chromatic thing before the chorus. Then I moved on to the chorus. Finally, I moved on to the guitar solo, which is like a synth solo in the original. I did the first bit, but I'll be honest, there's no chance I'm learning how to play the second bit in like a week, so I just decided to change it to work, but so it's not that. Anyway, here is the finished song. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you like it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.